Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lane, and as you know, there are so many different characters throughout the Pokemon games, whether that be gym leaders, Elite Four members, evil team leaders. There are so many different characters, and a lot of them use specific Pokemon on a regular basis. So with this series, I wanted to go ahead and figure out what these signature Pokemon were for these characters, or which one they use the most frequently as their strongest Pokemon. In this video, we are going to go ahead and analyze the Johto game. So with that, leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and we will get started. Of course, I will be adding in some rules just so I don't get comments about not including trainers like Youngster Joey. Each trainer needs to have a special character model. They must have no more than 3 Pokemon at the same highest level. This one really won't come into effect now, but there are a few trainers down the line that have a set team of all level 60 Pokemon, and it makes it a little bit difficult to see any large patterns with that. The final rule is that I will only be using the last battle before the champion battle, and then any rematches after the champion battle. That way I'm not mentioning the rivals team for every single battle that they are in. They also need to make their appearance in the game the regions take place in. So even though Janine appears in the Kanto game, her first appearance isn't until Gold, Silver, and Crystal, so she's going to be included here and not in the Kanto video, which is linked here. And of course, we have a fine assortment of characters here that we are going to analyze, which include gym leaders, Elite Four members, we have evil team leaders, rivals, and Mystic Man. So with that, let's dive in. Let's get started with the elegant master of flying Pokemon, Faulkner, the Violet City gym leader. His first main series appearances in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, where in his gym battle, his strongest Pokemon is his level 9 Pidgeotto. He is pulling some Lance level shenanigans with his underlevel Pidgeotto, but I'm gonna let it slide this time. His next in-game appearance is going to be in the Generation 2 remakes of Heart Gold and Soul Silver, where his strongest Pokemon is once again his Pidgeotto, but it's now at level 13. He's fought next at the Fighting Dojo in the post-game, where his strongest Pokemon is now the fully evolved Pidgeot, now at level 56. He next appears in several tournament styles in Black 2 and White 2 in the Pokemon World Tournament. In both his Johto Leaders Tournament and the Type Experts World Leaders Tournament, he will always lead with his Pidgeotto set to level 50. The other battle tournament he does appear in is the Battle Between Legendary Pokemon, where he will always lead with a Lugia set to level 50, which is hardcore, dude. Way to go, honestly. His final appearance in Universe is in the Pokemon Masters game, where his partner Pokemon is a Swallow. So, given these in-game appearances, it's safe to assume that his signature Pokemon is going to be that Pidgeot or a member of its evolutionary line. Next, we travel to Azalea Town, where we battle the gym leader Bugsy, or commonly known as the Walking Bug Pokemon Encyclopedia. His initial appearance in Gold, Silver, and Crystal shows us that his ace Pokemon is going to be his Scyther, sitting at level 16. Similarly, in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, his ace is again Scyther, but now at level 17. In the Fighting Dojo rematch, his Scyther has now fully evolved into his new ace being a Scizor at level 56. Bugsy, like most gym leaders, do appear in the Pokemon World Tournament in 2 different tournament styles, where in the Johto Leaders Tournament he will always lead with his Scizor, and then again his Scizor in the Type Experts World Leaders team. He does have 2 sync pairs in Pokemon Masters, where his main one is going to be with a Beedrill capable of Mega Evolution. Then later in the game you can unlock his Scyther sync pair as well. So given all of these in-game appearances, it's pretty apparent that his ace Pokemon is going to be either his Scyther or his Scizor. We move next to Goldenrod City, where we fight one of the bigger challenges of the Johto games, that being the incredibly pretty girl, Whitney, the Goldenrod City gym leader. You already know where this is going, but we're going to cover it anyways. In her first appearance, her strongest Pokemon is going to be her dastardly level 20 Miltank in Gold, Silver, and Crystal. Next we fight her in the Generation 2 remakes of Heart Gold and Soul Silver, where she returns once again with that Miltank, but it's been reduced to level 19 in this game. In her Fighting Dojo rematch, she and her Miltank return with its level being increased up to level 58. Whitney next appears in the post-game of Black 2 and White 2, where she is fought under several different tournament styles. In her Johto Leaders Tournament, she will always lead with her ace Miltank. In her Type Experts World Leaders Tournament, she again will always lead with that Miltank. In her final tournament, she is fought in the Challenge the Champion Lands, where she once again always leads with her Miltank. Her final appearance is in Pokemon Masters, where she will form a sync pair with the infamous Miltank. Weirdly enough, that pair appears as a guaranteed result in the first sync pair scout after clearing the first chapter. So if it isn't obvious, her signature Pokemon is going to be that dastardly pink cow Pokemon, Miltank. Next we have my favorite Johto gym leader, Morty, the Mystic Seer of the future. Real quick, we talk about the glow up between Generation 2 Morty and Generation 4 Morty. They did him right in Generation 4. In his Gold, Silver, and Crystal Gym battle, his ace Pokemon is his level 25 Gengar. In Heart Gold and Soul Silver, he once again returns with his Ghostly Gengar again at level 25. In his Fighting Dojo rematch, he can now be found with 2 Gengars, both sitting at level 57. He is next found in the post-game of Black 2 and White 2, where he, like Whitney, is fought on 3 separate occasions. In the Johto Leaders Tournament, he will always lead with a Gengar, while in the World Leaders Type Experts Tournament, he will, again, always lead with his Gengar. Then, exactly like Whitney, he appears in the Challenge the Champion Lands, where his ace is once again a Gengar. Morty is an interesting case in Pokemon Masters where he has 4 sync pairs, which none of them are with a Gengar. I imagine this is due to Agatha already being paired with one in the game and them just not wanting to reuse the same Pokemon. His initial sync pair is with a Drifblim. Then his second sync pair is going to be with a Mismagius. His third one is from the Fall of 2021 event where he's partnered with a Bayonet. Finally, his Signa suit pairing is with a Shiny Ho-Oh, which is freaking awesome, dude. Way to go. Despite not being paired with it through all of Pokemon Masters, it's pretty obvious that Morty's signature Pokemon is going to be that Haunting Gengar. Next we travel through Olivine City and onto Cianwood City, where we battle the gym leader Chuck, who lets his Roaring Fist do the talking. Chuck is an interesting character since he does have a very limited number of appearances throughout the games, and as the making of this video is one of the few gym leaders to have not made any appearances in Pokemon Masters. In Chuck's first gym battle in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, his ace Pokemon is going to be his level 30 Poliwrath, which he will also use in the initial battle in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but his level's been increased to level 31 now. In the Fighting Dojo rematch, his Poliwrath is once again his ace, but now at level 60. Chuck's final main series appearance is in the Pokemon World Tournament, where his ace is going to be his Poliwrath for both tournament teams, for Johto Leaders and Type Expert World Leaders. With Poliwrath being his ace in every appearance for him, it's safe to assume that Poliwrath is going to be his signature Pokemon. Next we travel back to Olivine City with Medicine and Tophraganthy. Now unlike Chuck, we actually encounter Jasmine several times throughout a few different games. We first fight the Ironclad Girl in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, where her ace is her level 35 Steelix. Her next in-game appearance is actually going to be in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, where she doesn't appear in any battle-type situation. This time she appears as a competitor in the Pokemon Super Contest. I did want to include this just because I think it's solid information in confirming the already existing evidence as to what her signature Pokemon is. In the Pokemon Contest, she uses her trusty Pokemon, Rusty the Steelix. She does appear in Heart Gold and Soul Silver next, returning to her gym leader status, where her ace is, once again, her level 35 Steelix. The next time that we see Jasmine is at the Fighting Dojo in the post-game of Heart Gold and Soul Silver, where, again, she uses a Steelix at the level 62 this time. She then appears in 3 different tournament types in the Pokemon World Tournament in Black 2 and White 2. In her Johto Leaders Tournament, she will always lead with her Steelix, and in the Type Expert World Leaders Tournament, she will again always lead with her Steelix. She also appears in Gathered Gym Leaders Tournament, where she will again lead with her Steelix. Her only other appearance is in Pokemon Masters, where she does form 2 different sync pairs. Her initial sync pair is of course with her Solid Metal Snake Pokemon, Steelix. She does have a special costume in which she is paired up with the Ultra Beast, Celesteela. So given her many appearances, it is pretty obvious that her multi-talented Iron Snake, Rusty the Steelix, is her signature Pokemon. Next on our Johto journey, we travel to Mahogany Town, where we fight one of the oldest gym leaders, Price, the teacher of Winter's Harshness. Dude, what a hardcore title for a hardcore dude. If you know, you know. In Gold, Silver, and Crystal, his strongest Pokemon is going to be his level 31 Piloswine, which is lower than Jasmine's signature Pokemon. The Johto games are weird. His next main series appearance is in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, where his ace is going to be his Piloswine once again, but this time at level 34. His final Johto appearance is at the Fighting Dojo in the post-game, where his strongest Pokemon is going to be a fully evolved Mamoswine at level 60. An extinct Pokemon for a hardcore old guy. I like it. He, like the other Johto gym leaders, appears in the Pokemon World Tournament in Black 2 and White 2, where in the Johto Leaders Tournament, he will always lead with a level 50 Mamoswine, and in the Type Expert World Leaders Tournament, he will again always lead with a Mamoswine. He does grace us with an appearance in Pokemon Masters, where he is battled with the sync pair partner of Dugong. So given the multiple appearances, we can safely say that Price's signature Pokemon is going to be either Piloswine or Mamoswine. We have made it to the final gym leader of the Johto region, Claire, the blessed user of Dragon Pokemon. No wonder she has a big head, is an even bigger baby with a title like that. Of course, we know how this is going to go, so let's get started with her Gold, Silver, and Crystal appearance, where her ace is going to be her level 40 Kingdra. Her Kingdra does appear again in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, where it is again her strongest Pokemon, but now at level 41. However, in the Fighting Dojo rematch, her Kingdra is now replaced with a level 60 Dragonite. Not even an illegal one like her cousin Lance uses. Speaking of Lance, Claire does also appear in a multi-battle with him at the end of the post-game, where Lance is her partner. In this battle, she once again uses a Dragonite at level 60 as her ace. Claire does return to using her Kingdra in both the Johto Leaders Tournament and the World Leaders Type Expert Tournaments in the Pokemon World Tournament. Her last appearance is in Pokemon Masters, where she is partnered with her Kingdra once again. So given the mixing of her aces, I'm going to assume that this one is going to her Kingdra. Next, we have one of the best character designs from Pokemon. Prove me wrong, I'll wait. Will of the Johto Elite Four. Will's first appearance is in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, where his ace Pokemon is his Xatu at level 42. He returns in the Generation 2 remakes, where his Xatu still holds its place as his strongest Pokemon at level 42. Then in his rematch battle, his Xatu is still the queen of his team at level 62. Will's only other appearances in Pokemon Masters, where his partner Pokemon is that Xatu. Sad that someone with so much potential has next to no appearances and no backstory in the games. With all these appearances, it's pretty obvious that his Xatu is his signature Pokemon. We are skipping the next two Elite Four members due to them being covered in the Kanto video, but we will move along to the first ever Dark-type Master, Karen of the Johto Elite Four. Karen is interesting, so keep watching. In her initial battle in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, her ace Pokemon is her level 47 Houndoom. Her Houndoom is again her strongest Pokemon in her initial Heart Gold and Soul Silver battle, at level 47 again. However, in the rematch, it is now a tie between a level 64 Umbreon and a level 64 Honchkrow. Her next appearance is in Pokemon Masters, where she has two sync pairs, where her initial one is with her Houndoom, while the second pairing, which can be purchased with BP, is with an Umbreon. So this one is a little bit more unclear. However, I'm going to lean on Houndoom being her signature Pokemon, just barely edging out that Umbreon. Next, we head back over to the Kanto region to discuss Janine, the Fuchsia City gym leader. In her initial gym battle on Gold, Silver, and Crystal, her strongest Pokemon is going to be a level 39 Venomoth, not really lining up with the other Kanto gym leaders' levels of their signature Pokemon. I'm assuming this is to show how she's a newer gym leader. In her initial battle in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, she does appear with a Venomoth, but this time it's at level 50. Much better. In the Fighting Dojo rematch, she does appear with a Venomoth again, but this time at level 59. She has fought in the post-game of Black 2 and White 2, where she will lead with a Venomoth for both the Kanto Leaders and Type Expert World Leaders tournament teams. Her final appearance is in Pokemon Masters, where her partner Pokemon is her Ariados. So given all of these appearances, Janine's signature Pokemon is going to be her Venomoth. We next move on to the Rocket Executives of the Johto region. Now in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, they don't have unique names or unique character designs, with Archer, Petrel, and Proton all sharing a model. However, given their importance to the story, I thought it necessary to break them apart. So where one of them is fought in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I'm going to be using the same team that they would have had in Gold, Silver, and Crystal. We will begin with the head of New Team Rocket, Archer. Archer's first and only battle on Gold, Silver, and Crystal is in the last Rocket fight, where he has a level 35 Houndoom. Now, as kind of a preset for Gen 2 events, a Grunt does appear in the post-game of Fire Red and Leaf Green, and it is assumed to be Archer. He will again use a Houndoom, but this time at level 55. In his final in-game appearance in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, he will appear again with a Houndoom, now at level 38. He will also appear in Pokemon Let's Go, where in his last battle, he will have a tie for his strongest Pokemon, all being at level 54. This is between an Electrode, Golbat, and Weezing. With all these appearances, it is safe to assume that his Houndoom is his ace Pokemon. Next, we move on to the only female member of Team Rocket, that being Ariana. In her last fight in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, she has a three-way tie with her Arbok, Vileplume, and Murkrow, all at level 32. She, like Archer, does have an assumed counterpart in the post-game of Fire Red and Leaf Green, where her strongest Pokemon is a level 54 Vileplume. Then in her last appearance in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, where she again will have a 3-way tie between an Arbok, Vileplume, and Murkrow, all at level 32. The only Pokemon that she has used consistently throughout all of her appearances is her Vileplume, so I'm gonna give that to her Vileplume. Next we have the Master of Disguise, Petrel of Team Rocket. His only battle on Gold, Silver, and Crystal shows us that his ace is a level 32 Weezing. Then his only battle on Heart Gold and Soul Silver, his only battle shows us that his ace Pokemon is again his Weezing. So across the board we can see that Weezing is his signature Pokemon. We move on to Proton next, the best design of the Rocket executives. So I am going to break the rules a little bit for him, because technically one of his counterparts is labeled as a grunt in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, then later appearing as an executive, showing that lateral movement is possible within Team Rocket. In the Slowpoke battle as a grunt, his strongest Pokemon is a level 14 Coughing. Then as an executive, his strongest Pokemon is a level 36 Golbat in Gold, Silver, and Crystal. However, in his last in-game battle in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, his strongest Pokemon is a Weezing at level 33. With these in-game appearances, it's pretty obvious that his ace, like Petrel, is Weezing or Coughing. Next we have the rival of the Johto games and son of Team Rocket boss, Silver. In his last battle before the Elite Four in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, his ace Pokemon will be the starter strongest to yours, that being Typhlosion, Feraligatr, or Meganium at level 38. The next battle that I'm going to discuss is the one that you have with him at Mount Moon in the post-game of Gold, Silver, and Crystal, where once again it is his starter at level 45 this time. Then finally, the last battle that we can face Silver in the original Johto games shows him with his starter at level 50 this time. In Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I'm going to cover the same battles because it's the same ones. In the Victory Road battle, his starter is now at level 40. In the Mount Moon battle, his starter is at level 50. In the last battle that you can face him in, his starter will now be at level 60. His last in-universe appearance will be in the Pokemon Masters game, where his partner Pokemon is a Ho-Oh, the Pokemon of Rebirth. Kinda touching, right? So, with all these appearances, it's pretty clear that the winner is his starter Pokemon. Finally, the last character that we are going to discuss today is the Mystic Man, Useem. Another one of my favorite Pokemon characters in general. I just love his design. In his final battle in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, his strongest Pokemon is at level 25 and is his Electrode. In Heart Gold and Soul Silver, his Electrode will appear again as his strongest Pokemon, this time at level 27. Even though I associate him the most with Suicune, he never uses one in battle, so I'm going to have to give this one to his Electrode. Alright friends, and with that we have gone through all of these significant characters in the Johto region and given them their signature Pokemon, or figured out what their signature Pokemon is. If you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I will see you in the next one.